Hey guys, Grimmy Dragon here. Before we begin, this was originally going to be a news video like I do every week, but since the Genesis Mini 2 kind of took me more than 10 minutes to actually rant about, I'm just going to make it its own video. So enjoy, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, all the good stuff, and here we go. The first thing is first, we got the full list for the Sega Genesis Mini 2. It's a little bit of a letdown because we didn't get Lunar, either Silver Star or Eternal Blue, or we didn't get Pop Full Mail. The Japanese version did, but we didn't. Something to do with the owner of Working Designs, or, who currently owns the rights to the games from Working Designs. So we're kind of stuck. It's unfortunate. Really unfortunate, because I really was looking forward to getting those games. Okay, but moving on. We got quite a few good ones. I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty solid. So we got both Echo and Tides of Time. So these are the Genesis games with CD soundtracks. And from what I'm hearing, the soundtracks are really good. So that's going to be worth looking into. Final Fight. Yeah, the CD version. That's going to be pretty cool. You get the full arcade experience. Toned down to a Genesis port, of course, but you also get CD soundtracks. I think it's 2-player. I could be wrong. Okay, yeah, 2-player co-op. And yeah, you get access to all the characters. So that's pretty cool. Okay, let's just use this. Mansion of Hidden Souls. I think that's like a RPG type, or like a first-person view kind of thing. Not familiar with it, so I couldn't tell you for certain. Night Striker, I think this is like a racing or a scalar. So something like that. Again, I'm not familiar with a lot of these games, unfortunately. Night Trap. This one is got a reputation. They made some serious mistakes when they were going over it back in the 90s. Political cases, even though this was supposed to save the ladies, they for some reason thought this was encouraging you to go after the ladies. Whatever. Robo Aleste. The Aleste series is pretty well known. It's a nice shoot 'em up series, and this is, from what I'm hearing, pretty good. That's all I know. Sewer Shark, like a FMV game, much like Night Trap, except you're just going through trying to... I don't even know. Okay, I shouldn't pretend to know what I'm talking about when I'm looking at these games. I never played a lot of these. I had a Super Nintendo growing up. Shining Force CD. Now, this one is pretty good. We got the original Shining Force on the Mega Drive, or the Genesis Mini 1. And this is basically that same game with a CD soundtrack. So, yeah, if you like that game, you'll like this. And it plays pretty much similar to Fire Emblem, where you actually have to... it's a strategy RPG. If you're into that genre, then this will be for you. Sylphid, I think this is another shoot 'em up. Sonic CD, a classic. If you didn't get it from Origins or from like the PC, you get another shot at it. The Ninja Warriors. This is a nice little arcade game. So that's pretty cool. Afterburner 2, basic scaler. Might like it. This one's a good one from Treasure. Alien Soldier. It's very hard though. I've tried to play this. I can't get past the first stage. Okay, don't know too much about this one. Sega Lord X has a really good video about these games, so if anything, check that one out. I'll try to put like a card up for it on YouTube. But yeah, let's just take a look at this a little closer. So, out of these, I mean, I don't know why they put Clay Fighter in. It's an okay fighting game, but it's not really anything special. Bonanza Brothers is cheap. It's in-house. I guess that's why. Desert Strike, okay. I mean, Earthworm Gym 2 makes sense because, you know, we got Earthworm Gym 1 in the mini one. Crusader of Senti. This is something worth looking into. It's kind of like a Zelda type game. So if you like that style, you'll like this. It's worth getting into. So that's something. Fatal Fury 2. A nice little Neo Geo fighter. Those are always welcome. Game Ground. I've tried this one. I've never really gotten into it. You might like it though. And that's a shoot 'em up for Elemental Master. So it's Granada X, or just Granada. Hellfire, another shoot 'em up. A strategy game in Herzog Z. Another shoot 'em up in Lightning Force, or Thunder Force 4. A very popular one. Run and Gun in Midnight Resistance. Outrun and Outrunners, a classic scalar racing game, or a pair of them. Phantasy Star 2, now with an easy mode, which is good because this one was very hard. You had to do a lot of grinding before, so this would be less grindy. That's always good. Populous, you know, one of the God Simulator type games. Don't know much about Rainbow Islands. Ranger X, again, I don't know too much about it. Rystar, that's a fun one. A nice little platformer from Sega. Rolling Thunder 2, Run and Gun, Shadow Dancer. Oh, this one is very much welcome. You know, if you love the Shinobi series, you'll like this. Welcome part of it. Shining Force 2, so you get 1 and 2 on the same system. Always good. Shining in the Darkness, another part of that series. Sonic 3D Blast. That's a nice little isometric game. Splatterhouse 2. If you like the Splatterhouse series, this is good. Streets of Rage 3. Not quite as good as 2, but still very nice. Super Hang-On, a nice scaler. Super Street Fighter 2. Finally, we get a game with Cammy. You know. Yeah, this girl makes it worth it. Because, you know, Cammy is probably the best Street Fighter character. The Ooze. Kind of a meh game. Revenge of Shinobi. This will be a welcome game to play. This one is one, like if you go for this system, play this game. Toe Jam and Earl, that's good. Truxton, another shoot 'em up. Vector Man 2, nice run and gun. Shoot 'em up here in Viewpoint. Virtual Racing, a classic. You know, this one, it's one of those games that was very difficult to get on the Genesis originally. So, good to see it here. War Song, or Langresser. You can get the remakes on, like, Steam or the modern consoles, but if you want to see where it began, here it is. It's a nice little strategy RPG. And now the bonus games, an arcade version of Fantasy Zone, Star Mobile, a game that was finished but never came out, Splatter and Super Locomotive, arcade games that never hit the Genesis but now are here, as is Devi Pie, Puyo Puyo Sun, or versus Puyo Puyo Sun, straight up 2-player game, puzzler, and a version of Space Harrier 2 that has Space Harrier 1 in it and is more in line like an actual scaler. So it has better scaling, so it'll play better than the actual Genesis version. So that's the list. And wow, I'm already 10 minutes in. That's crazy just talking about this. So yeah, so this might be just a Genesis video. I have other things I want to talk about, but I might just save that for another video. But all in all, the Genesis Mini 2 is looking okay. And, you know, if I didn't have a look at the Japanese version, I'd just be very hyped for this. Quite honestly, it has a lot of games. I'd still be disappointed if we didn't get we didn't get the Lunar or Popful Mail games, because, you know, that's disappointing because I want those games very much. But even without them, like, even though they're not here, if I didn't see the Japanese version, I'd be hyped for this. And I still kind of am. I'm still planning to get this one. But let's take a look at what Japan's getting. So, obviously, we got all the these games that we've already gone over. So yeah, we got actual screenshots here. But yeah, it's just a puzzler. So nothing really to talk about there. Then you got a couple quiz games, an RPG that I don't know too much about. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have the translate on Brave, so... But it's like an RPG. I think it's like Lily Lip or something like that. You'll have to forgive me for not knowing the title. Captain Tsubasa, a soccer game. Yeah, you got... Most of these are just the games that you'd see on the Genesis Mini so far. Like this one's a dodgeball game, but that you wouldn't see there. Echo the Dolphin has 1 and 2. So that's just the Japanese version has 1 and 2 on it. This is a dodgeball game, romance like this one. Like these two are just like Japanese strategy RPGs. I'm not too concerned about that. Robo-Lest. Shin Megami Tensei, never translated, so it makes sense. This one was never translated, but I'd love to see it though. King Colossus was never translated. But these two hurt to see because they're on the Japanese version, but they're not on the US version. That's kind of where I'm kind of sore. Like these two. And, where is it? It's already at the bottom here. This one, Popful Mail. Those are the games I wanted to see on the Genesis Mini 2. And since they're RPGs, having the Japanese version won't do me much good since I can't read Japanese. But I might get them. I might try to snag this later on anyway, just to have have some kind of physical version of them. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for the Genesis Mini 2. This was originally planned to be a news video, but I think I'm just going to leave this one as is and do the rest of the news a little later, like directly after finishing this. So yeah, leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe, all the good stuff, and I will see you guys for the news in just a little bit. Take care.